Hi guys, thanks for joining me. Very appreciative of that, and that is the theme of today's video, is appreciation. Let me tell you about a tragic day I had yesterday. In the morning I went to the store and they were out of my favorite coffee. If that wasn't bad enough, I go to the ATM to draw out some money. The ATM eats my card. So I go to the town office to renew my dog's license. I come out, there's a parking ticket on my car. The horrors, I'm trying to get through this. Bear with me. So when I finally make it through the miserable day, I make it home and I want to sit and watch some TV. The cable's out. The cable's out. For hours it was out. Sounds rather absurd, right? Getting that upset about those little things, but we do it every day. Let me put some perspective around this. Did you know there are 19 countries in the world where the average annual income for a family is less than $10,000? There are 4 countries, this is according to worlddata.info, there are 4 countries where their annual income is less than $1,000 a year. $1,000. Could you imagine trying to live on that, yet alone raise any kind of a family? So you see, my point is that we are so fortunate, even if we don't realize it when we compare ourselves to what others have. And that's the trap that we often fall into. We see the bigger houses, we see the fancier cars, we see the whatever, and we think, oh, that's a person that has a lot to be thankful for. But we all have a lot to be thankful for. In this country, a minimum wage worker would be considered wealthy in so many other countries around the world. Now, I'm not suggesting that they are wealthy by modern world standards. But take things like your health, for instance. I'm 50 years old and I'm healthy. I very much appreciate that, and I appreciate that more every day. I appreciate the beautiful day that we're having. I mean, look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous out. And I appreciate that. And maybe because I'm getting older, that's one of the benefits maybe of maturity. As we get a little older, we tend to appreciate those things, because I'm even more appreciative, not so much of my health, but of the health of my family, my wife and my daughter. All right? Because without health, let's face it, but even if we're not healthy, I appreciate the fact that I have access to a great healthcare system in the United States. Very talented doctors, top of the line technology, things that millions of other people around the world don't even have access to. So I would encourage you, I very deeply encourage you to really sit and take a look around you and think of all those things that you have to be appreciative of. And think of this homeless man who went to his local food bank. Now, they were closed, but what they would do is they would set out bread every evening, whatever bread they would have left, so that people could literally just come by if they needed a loaf of bread and get a loaf of bread. This homeless man was looking to see if there was any bread left, found a brown paper bag sitting on the sidewalk in front of the food bank, and it contained $17,000 in cash. Now, I think you can agree that this is a man that has pretty much absolutely nothing, right? But instead of walking away and thinking, what a great day I've just had, I just won the lottery, he stayed and waited for the workers to show up at the food bank and handed the $17,000 over to the workers. Why? Because he was so appreciative of the work that they did in his community and what they had done for him over the years, that he knew that they needed the money so that they could continue the work. Powerful story. And there's stories like that all around us that I would encourage you to also seek out. I mean, we can find the negative stories everywhere. They're all over the news. But those positive stories really help us appreciate so many of those little things in life. So is it a nice day where you're at? Appreciate that. Is it raining? Appreciate that the rain brings health and growth to the foliage. So many things, if we sit and really take the time to appreciate, that would really make us realize just how fortunate we are. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.